wanted to do a short series of talks on nutrition today. I want to focus on healthy eating, and I'm trying to keep it around 10 minutes or so we'll see how that goes. Um, there's a lot of different philosophies on nutrition and what healthy eating is, and so I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that, and hopefully, shed some light on the importance of um, eating healthy and how really simple it actually is. All the issues with our food supply aside, there are still plenty of ways to get in a balanced diet full of variety and eat appropriately for you. So let's talk about that. And in order to talk about what healthy eating is, we should probably discuss a little bit about what it is not. Okay, so healthy eating is not, it's not a fad, it's not a trend, it's not a hashtag, it's not, doesn't eliminate entire food groups. It is not something you're going to see on a Dr. Phil episode. Healthy eating really is a series of principles, and for me, the way I teach it, there's three. You have to have balance, variety, and moderation. And so let's talk a little bit about what each of those mean. Balance is knowing that you can have the things that you enjoy, whether it be, desserts, alcohol, the things that mainstream kind of wants to tell you that are, unhealthy. Balance in your diet means not having an entire day full of dessert, and it also means not having an entire day full of fruits and vegetables. That sounds a little counterintuitive, but let me try and explain why. Psychologically, we are attracted to the unhealthy items, especially in the beginning of any kind of lifestyle change. And I think it's important that everybody recognize that about themselves, understanding triggers. And so trying to eliminate all desserts or unhealthy items immediately, or going cold turkey, as a lot of people like to say it, is it's not always likely to work. Now, I'm not speaking for everyone. Some people can go cold turkey on many things and with no issue. So try to think of the broader message here, and don't take it so literally. These are just concepts for a majority of people. Okay. So balance. It's important to understand balance. You cannot tip the scale one way completely, or, like I said, go cold turkey on something. You need to find the balance, and when you can, you're better able to manage it day to day. Variety is the second principle. Variety, trying to eat a variety of foods. So, like, the most hearty example is fruits and vegetables. We teach the principle of eating the rainbow, and that means trying to get all the colors in, trying to get all of making sure that you're eating across the gamut of different fruits and vegetables, and mainly because different fruits and vegetables provide different vitamins and minerals. Okay, like you already know, banana is a great source of potassium. Spinach and fiber, iron. Those are really important things to think about. So, experimenting with different fruits and vegetables is really important, and finding a good handful of things that you enjoy eating and can incorporate into your diet. I've recently found out well, in the last couple years, that Brussels sprouts are really good, depending on how you prepare them. So if you're not familiar with different stuff, be creative. These wonderful websites out there that give you all kinds of recipes, and all you got to do is search for it. So a variety. Same thing with meats. Red meat is not bad. Red meat in excess is bad. Okay. We want to focus on your lean meats, or if you're a vegetarian, you want to focus on different sources of protein across the board. Okay. You could, do tofu all the time if that's your preference, or you can incorporate beans and other plant-based proteins. So. And the last thing, and the most important thing, I think that a lot of people fall short on, a lot of people, is moderation. This is the big one. In our country, we promote a lot of excess, and I don't really have a name for this thought, but for the sake of this video, let's call it the buffet theory. When you walk into a buffet, you pay $15.95 or whatever, and it's this all-you-can-eat smorgasbord, right? And people feel like, oh gosh, I got to get my money's worth. I got to, I got to eat everything. I'm not going to eat for 3 days. I'm gonna be so hungry, and I'm just gonna eat everything because I got to get my $15.95 worth. And I think a lot of people get into trouble, and that is, an extreme. But there are several other ways that this perception of value comes in. Like when you go to McDonald's and they ask you to supersize your meal for just 30 cents more or whatever, and you're like, oh, wow, that just seems great. A little insider tip, they do that to increase their profit margin. In paying 30 cents more for a little bit more fries and a little bit more beverage probably really only cost them pennies, but now they're making money, and in any case. So this perception of value is really kind of a crutch of our society here. If you were to get an appropriate portion size at a restaurant and pay let's say $15.95, you feel as though you got gypped. And again, try not to think that this is how everybody is. I don't think everyone feels this way, but there is a large population of people that feel this way, that they've got to get their money's worth. So moderation is key. Understanding portion sizes, understanding when to stop, understanding your hunger cues, and not going overboard on any one thing, whether it be fruits and vegetables, or carbs, or fats, or desserts, or whatever. So just understanding what your moderation level is. And going back to fruits and vegetables, I'll say this. In my history of counseling folks, I've run across a few clients who will say, well, I've tried everything. I cut out all the sweets, and I don't eat any desserts, and I don't drink any sodas and things like that, but I'm still not losing weight. I've replaced all my snacks with fruits and vegetables. Well, let's stop right there. I applaud your choices. Your choices have gotten much better than they had been previously. But the fact is that you're still going overboard. Okay? Now, there are lots of differing theories here, so stick with me. You can go overboard on calories and gain weight, but those calories could be all good calories. Okay? They could be all from fruits and vegetables and lean meats and whole grains. They could be, but you're still going over your calories. So if your goal is weight loss, you need to have a calorie deficit. Okay? It is proven. It works. So if you eat 2,000 calories in fruits and vegetables and whole grains and lean meats, you will still gain weight if you require less calories to lose weight. That is a fact. So when you get over that threshold and understand moderation, understanding eating for your calorie limit, not your husband or your spouse, your boyfriend or your best friend or whoever's calorie limit, but for yours. As a 36-year-old woman, I cannot compare myself to my 40-year-old husband. He does have a quicker metabolism than I do. He probably always will. He is taller. He has about 30 pounds on me, and he is a man. I cannot compare myself to him simply because we are close in age. I cannot compare myself to someone who is 20 years younger than me or my high school self. I cannot compare myself to that. I have to compare myself to who I am and what I need at this time in my life based on my current activity level, based on my current metabolism, my current age, my current weight. Okay? And that's very difficult for a lot of people to do. I hear a lot of concern about, oh, well, my husband can eat whatever. Well, in high school I could do this. Well, we're different. I'm almost 20 years removed from high school. I can't do the same things I did in high school. I can't physically keep up with high school me, and I'm not asking to. I want to keep up with 36-year-old me right now. Okay, and so when I look at what I need day to day, month to month, year to year, it is based on what my current situation is. A change in exercise routine, a change in my lifestyle. If I am working and I am going to school also, or I have a child, or I have other responsibilities, I have 2 jobs. I have to now consider what I'm eating based on my current me, not the me that was young and carefree and was able to make bad decisions and bounce back quickly. And I think it's really important that people do that. I really do. So if you're one of those people comparing yourself to your 20-year-ago self, your 40-year-ago self, your 5-year-ago self, consider these things. Consider your financial situation. Is it better? Is it worse? Is it the same? Your work situation. Better, worse, the same. Your activity level. Okay, same thing. Your social situation. And that's another thing. As we get older and hopefully, theoretically, we become more financially secure, we're able to spend more time or more money really in our social circles. Okay, we're able to go out and have a nice dinner, and that dinner might include the appetizer, the cocktail, the entree, and the dessert, and we might be able to do that a couple times a week. So consider all these things, not what you looked like, what you did, how you felt 5 years ago. Compare yourself to what you are today and make a change based on what you need today. And that is what healthy eating is. It's understanding and being here in the moment, not being obsessed with it, but understanding that you have to make changes for you. And you can do it. You understand the 3 principles, at least what I teach: variety, balance, moderation. So that's just a short talk. I think I have you at about 14 minutes, so I went a little over. But feel free to comment and with any questions or feedback at all. And I hope you all have a great day. Thanks so much for tuning in.